So today is November 30th, 2024, and this is the last video that I will make in my first apartment that I lived in when I first moved to LA. And that was 3.5 years ago, June of 2021. That's when I moved here. And I guess I just wanted to document this because it's been such a ride. It's been an incredible ride. And I think overall, I just wanted to say how grateful I am that I even got to do this chapter one. I'm moving on to chapter two. I'm moving into a new place on Hollywood Boulevard, and the LA music journey continues on. But right now, I just want to kind of reflect a little bit on chapter one, which was right here on Shenandoah Street in this apartment. So I moved here. I had just finished college, and I was in a band at the time called Lip Candy, a pretty popular band. And I moved here with the guys in Lip Candy, Alex and Philip, and we had a great first year. We hustled really hard. I was handing out flyers at nearly every show that I could, and things started taking off pretty well. We already had an online following when we moved out here, and so that in correlation with the hustle out here, we had a pretty good first year. We started playing a ton of shows, and we ended up getting to play Sad Summerfest, and I kind of just overall learned what it was like to really hustle and build a name for yourself. I immediately also had to get a day job when I moved out here, and I had the classic story of, having to abruptly leave a day job because some conflict with music. My first day job, I pretty much got let go from it because I ditched work because I had to go to the studio and they wouldn't let me off. So I lied and told them that I had COVID when I didn't actually have COVID, and they caught me because they saw on Instagram that I was in the studio. So there's that story. And then I had, when we found out that we won Battle of the Bands to play Sad Summerfest, I got that email when I was at my day job at Bluestone Lane, and in front of about 20 customers, I just started screaming and yelling and celebrating, and everybody thought I was crazy. But yeah, such a different time. It ended up not working out with those guys down the road. That band ended up splitting, and I started a new project with my best buddy Luke Caro. And I wanted to reflect on how much of a growing period this was in this apartment. And I learned what it meant to struggle, and I learned what it meant to succeed. And I learned that there's really no finish line to anything ever. And there is no making it. There's no end. There really isn't. When you learn that there's no finish line to anything, it kind of takes off a certain type of pressure that you put on yourself. At certain points in these last few years, I got caught up in some of the wrong things, and I also had to take a step back at one point and really kind of disappear for a little bit and redefine who I was and redefine what I really wanted to do as a musician and as an artist. I fell in love with music in this apartment. I fell in love with creating, and I fell in love with what it means to be a musician. I'm also making some of the best art that I've ever made. I'm making the best art that I've ever made. And I really feel like as a performer, I'm outperforming every other era of me. When I look back on these last 3.5 years in this apartment, I really think of growth. I really think of happiness. but I really also think of struggle at times, and I really think of feeling lost a lot. If there's anything that I can offer to anybody who is doing something similar to this, maybe moving to a big city to pursue a dream, don't focus too much on making it, or, just have fun. Have fun. This is an incredible opportunity. This is an incredible thing that you're doing. And you're going to look back on this, and you're going to be proud that you even tried and that you even did it. And you're going to look back and you're going to be proud, and you're going to talk about things that you did for the rest of your life. You're going to tell your grandkids about your time pursuing your dream. And I also want to tell you, you chose this, so don't be surprised when it gets hard, and don't complain. Don't complain when it gets hard. You chose to be an artist, and you chose to struggle, and you chose to have a lot of instability in your life. So anytime you aren't able to pay your phone bill, or anytime you aren't able to afford groceries, you'll find a way around it. If you truly are driven and you want this life enough, you will. You dug yourself into this hole, you chose this, so get yourself out of it with your art. Show people why you're worthy to earn a living off of this. You should go into this expecting it to be a long journey. You can't go into it expecting it to be an overnight success, because that doesn't happen. And whenever it does seem to happen, it doesn't last. So you want the slow burn. I moved in here 3.5 years ago, and I'm still, I had to start from scratch. I moved here with a different band, a different project, and halfway through I had to start over. And I'm only a year into that new project, so it's gonna take time. So just be patient and just soak it in and have fun. If you're not having fun, then what are you doing? Don't be surprised when it gets hard, and you have to find ways to enjoy it when it does. So here's to chapter 2. Here's to getting through chapter 1. And here's to the LA music journey that I chose. And to anyone who knows me or has supported me through these years, thank you. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm never gonna stop. And thanks for being here with me. So to Hollywood Boulevard, here we go. To more music, to more shows. And yeah, that's it.